Sometimes you get an epiphany. Something just, boom, got it. And you figure something out. I've had an epiphany about the Browns quarterback situation. And it has to do with some of you right out there right now. And my epiphany is this. You better buckle on up and be ready for it. Because as this whole process has gone on, we're to the Combine next week, and we've talked Cam, and we've talked Shador, and there's all these people that seem afraid about taking a quarterback at 2. They are afraid about these guys aren't valued. I keep reading mock drafts. We're both right. I got a mock draft. I didn't want to do it this morning, but it has both quarterbacks available, and they got the Browns going Travis Hunter. And it's hard to have this conversation without making it seem like I'm anti-Abdul Carter, I'm anti-Travis Hunter, and I'm not. You need a quarterback. Go take a quarterback. Yeah, you want to go sign a bridge guy, you want to bring up all these other names, sure, fine. I don't understand how people have become so afraid about taking a quarterback for the Browns. I want to discuss through that. We'll talk about the salary cap going up, and I just pictured Andrew Berry just going, yes. Like he knew it was going to go up. His plan is still in place, I guess. We'll discuss that with the Browns coming up. Cavs back in action. Let's go. It's been a month since they played basketball. It's been a week. I don't want to talk All-Star game. I don't like all this whole week, Ryan, has just been, let's fix the All-Star. Everybody's had hot takes about fixing the All-Star game. I really don't care. We'll talk about the Cavs in the second half of the season, including straw poll on ESPN, NBA awards, MVP. Well, we know who that's going to be. Coach of the Year. We know who that's going to be. A couple other Cavs mentioned in that. We'll get to that coming up. Want to warm up a little Guardians talk as well. Spring training around the corner. We'll get to the grid. And I posted a question on Twitter. I want to get young Ryan's thoughts on packing for a vacation. Because I have one coming up, and I started my packing a little early. We'll get to all that right here on Big Play. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Matt Fontana. He is Ryan Tyler. Good morning. Presented by our great friends at Fairway Ford. Love you very much. And our great friends at Garage Beer. Where I'm going, I don't know if they have Garage Beer. And I thought about slipping inside. We got carry-ons, though. You can't take alcohol in the carry-ons.
They have to have Garage Beer.
I think they're everywhere at this point, are they not? They seem like they've taken the world by storm, but love you, Garage Beer. I'll tell you more about Fairway Ford here in just a little bit. All right, Ryan, so my epiphany is this. The draft talk, which, dude, we're still 2 months away from the NFL draft. And, well, more than that, actually, 2 months at the end of the month. But anyway, like, all this conversation about Cam Ward and Shador Sanders, it was always going to get picked apart. And at this time of the year, what are you hearing? Oh, Jackson Dart's a big riser, and wait till the Combine comes. There's going to be a Combine darling for everybody there. The epiphany that I had was this. I think Browns fans are afraid to take a quarterback. They are afraid. And of all the comparisons of, well, these guys would have just been Bo Nix last year, or they just would have been where Michael Penix was. The fact that this fan base is so down in the dumps, is so hopeless, actually has put you now into a paralyzed state where you're not going to do anything. You're too afraid to do anything to fix the problem. And I get that there's still options for bridge quarterbacks, and nothing will be solved until you draft a franchise quarterback. Do the first step. Draft a quarterback. And you know where I stand. I want Cam Ward, all right? And I think he's going to be gone. And if they really thought Shador Sanders was going to be go take him. Dude, if they think Jackson Dart is the right guy, people go, you can't take him with the second overall pick. Why? Why is this starting to creep into people's heads that they should not take a quarterback at 2? Well, the value. Don't nobody care. And nobody is going to matter about the second overall pick if that guy turns into a Pro Bowler and takes you to the playoffs. Nobody is going to care about who you passed on or who you didn't. The other thing I thought about, and I'm throwing this at you real quick here. Number 1 overall picks, right? And I'm not talking about number 1, but we're at the second overall pick. Close enough, right? How often are they actually the best player in the draft? Where if you were to, you know that they always do redrafts?
Yeah, not very often.
Not very often do you not have a change. Who's the one guy recently that you thought of that you go, nope, that guy would still be the number 1 overall pick, no question?
I actually thought of two.
Okay.
Miles Garrett. Well, you could say Patrick Mahomes, actually.
Okay,
that's a good point.
That
Patrick
leans
Mahomes.
towards the conversation that we're about to have here.
But that's like offense,
I get
defense.
it. At
That's
the
like
time,
on offense 1A and on defense 1A.
Exactly.
But I was thinking Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is the only answer.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is the only answer that you could sit there recently, and I'm going back, 10, 15 years, where you sit there and say, unquestioned, bona fide, quarterback, number one, you don't change that pick. That's how important this is to find that quarterback. So that's where the second overall pick, we need to stop worrying about, it's the second overall pick. Take a freaking quarterback. Take him. And for the first time on this show, Ryan, I'll say, take Shedeur Sanders. If Cam Ward goes one, take Shedeur Sanders. Ryan has been on that train.
Can you say perfect timing?
Why is that?
That's Shedeur's song. Perfect timing.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
I did hear it. I didn't know the name of his song.
It's going to be blasting throughout Cleveland.
Yeah. Well, that, and he's going to be playing Madden with the Browns.
Yes, sir.
Can I just, for a quick second, do not fall for that banana in the tailpipe, man? You want my Shedeur take all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I think he sees things starting to slip a little bit. He didn't play at the East-West Shrine game. We've had a little lull now where, I don't think Cam Ward's been in the news other than him coming out and saying every team that doesn't draft me is going to regret that. Okay, fine. I think he's starting to play a little game here of trying to get Browns fans riled up because he knows if he doesn't go that he might, and now I'm sure the Giants,
Or the Raiders.
Well, you want to hear something crazy I saw on ESPN the other day? They projected the landing spots for all top 50 free agents. There's only one for the Browns, J.K. Dobbins.
Bro.
Would you take him? I mean, I'd rather save the money and give it to Nick Chubb. And I like J.K. Dobbins, fine, but that's not where I'm going. That list had Sam Darnold going to the Raiders, Russell Wilson going to the Giants.
Ew.
Now, you might say Wilson to the Giants wouldn't preclude them from taking Shedeur. I would say Sam Darnold's about to get paid. I don't think the Raiders would then draft quarterback. So, I think Shedeur with that Madden stuff, he's starting to feel the room here a little bit. That maybe it's slipping. What's the easiest thing to do to get your name back in the news? Let's talk some Browns. The next step is he comes out and he says, my dad hated playing in Cleveland, the dog pound. That's what, wait for that. Wait for that little thing to come out of I know about the dog pound. He's starting to tug at the heartstrings here to get his name back up there. Take him. I'm at that point where I think people are so broken about the Deshaun Watson situation and about the situation for the Cleveland Browns that it's blinding you to what they really need to do. And again, they could go out and get another veteran guy to bridge it or whatever. Matt, I don't want to tell you the name. I'm starting to come around. A lot of Daniel Jones talk coming all of a sudden about him for the Browns. But you have to take a quarterback at 2. There's no question. And I pray, I hope there's some way Cam Ward doesn't go 1. Those odds are starting to shorten a little bit. Where the Browns start talking up Abdul Carter, start talking up Travis Hunter to try to get him to go number 1. But it's like this epiphany that hit me. I don't know if we can handle it. Let's say they go draft Cam Sanders, one of those two, right? And he comes in. We are an unstable organization. We are an unstable fan base. And again, talk about the paralysis. We're not in a good place. You ever hear all the time, I'm not in a good place to date right now, or I'm focusing on myself right now. That's where Browns fans are at. That's where Browns organization is at right now. But you got to step back into that ring. You got to go out and get somebody that's going to give this team a little bit of hope. I'm setting the Myles Garrett thing aside. And really, Ryan, I start the show here. I really have nothing else to talk about Myles. I mentioned it last week's show. All these trades or all these mock drafts they're going to take Abdul Carter because they're going to trade Myles Garrett. They're not trading Myles Garrett before June 1st. Everybody listen. There is no world.
I don't know.
I will go jump into that frozen lake, Ryan, if they trade him before June 1st.
You will actually
$36 million cap hit for next year.
If he gets traded before the draft, will you Hugh Jackson in the lake?
Yeah, absolutely.
You swear.
Yeah, as long as I can be safe, we got to probably get the Coast Guard over there.
Wow.
It's not happening. They're not trading him before June 1st. There is no post-June 1 trade designation like there is with cuts. It's not happening. There is in no world that that's happening. I do want to talk about the salary cap coming up here in a minute as well, but that's not happening. They're not trading him before the draft. They're not trading him before June 1st. It's just not there's no way. Save the clip. I guarantee that. No way. It gives him time to cool down a little bit. And I saw something, and I hate doing this because I didn't vet this, that apparently Diana Rossini said that the Browns have kind of changed their tune a little bit, where it was, people calling her like, nope. Now they're like, well, hang on. No, but hang on. That's because they're going to do it after June 1st. And I do think they are going to trade him. I do. I think they're going to do it after June 1st. You don't want picks in this draft anyway. Load up for futures. And that even comes back to my point where I started. Go take the quarterback, load up on picks, and you can remedy that situation in the future. It's just, I understand why people are afraid of it, and I'm also telling you it's your only way out of this. It's your only way out of this. And it might come at the expense of Denzel Ward leaving too and all these other players. But the fact that this is starting to pick up, I think, with fans that are really starting to worry about it, we need to set this aside and put our tracks fully on you got to take a quarterback. Mason Graham could be an all-pro. Will Johnson could be the best corner to ever come out of the draft, right? I don't need those spots. I need a quarterback. And if that guy, you got to develop and you got to turn him into something. But if you do that, nobody's going to care where you pick him at too. So I just think it's something that I've been thinking a lot about, where people are, I feel like we're afraid. I feel like we are afraid of what the Browns are going to do. Well, I don't trust Andrew Berry. You got no choice. You have no choice in that. So you might as well just go take the best quarterback that you see it too. And I hope it's Cam Ward, but we'll see how it goes. All right, salary cap jumped up. Nobody loved hearing that more than Andrew Berry. Big jump on that. What could that change for Browns free agency, potential cut candidates? We'll get to all that coming up right here on Big Play. You got to get over to Fairway Ford. Dude, the weather, man. Super Duty is the way to go. You got that business. You need to plow. Look at those beautiful trucks. 300 Super Duties available for you right there at Fairway Ford. They have all the different vehicles over there. They specialize in trucks. Nobody sells more F-150 than them. They are the best when it comes to that. It's because the lot is stocked. It's because they're willing to make deals. See the APR right there, potentially 1.9% up to $8,000 off. And there's also other things that they can do for you to try to get you even more money off. They're not going to BS you there at Fairway Ford. They know you want to get the best vehicle that you can for the cheapest amount of money that you can. And whether that's cheaper payments, whether that's an overall less money down, just an overall payment, whatever you need to do, they're going to work with you. That's the best thing I can say about Fairway Ford. I tell you about how great they are in a lot of different ways. They're going to work with you. You ever go into a sales situation, you feel like you're the one pulling things, and you're like, can you work with me here a little bit? You don't got to worry about that at Fairway Ford, because they're going to work with you as soon as you walk in the door. They make a lot of deals there. They're stocked to the brim with Super Duties. And this kind of weather, I know we're going to have it forever, but Super Duties is where you got to go. And commercial vehicles, the fleet of vehicles, you need several of them, you need the vans, whatever you need, Fairway Ford has got you covered. Short drive out to Canfield from Cleveland, and they're going to take care. I guarantee it, especially if you tell them we sent you here from Big Play, tell them about her on our show, or just start your search at fairwayfordohio.com. You can filter for just those Super Duties. You can filter for just those F-150s. The Platinums. Yeah. King Ranches. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right here at Fairway Ford. They got you covered. Tell them we sent you, and they'll hook you up with our friends at Fairway Ford online, fairwayfordohio.com. Speaking of money, salary cap is up. We'll discuss it next right here on Big Play. Welcome back. Fontana Show right here on Big Plays. Ryan Tyler, I'm Matt Fontana. Follow us on Twitter at Matt Fontana Show. We're up on YouTube, Big Play. Instagram is Big Play, and the Big Play app that's got all of the shows. I picked something up last week about us here at Big Play. I don't think you and I didn't even talk about it before the show. Good stuff coming. You better download the app. Go to Big Play. Right there in the iOS store. We're coming on Google. We're getting Android, but Roku, it's all there with the Big Play app. Check it out. All right, Andrew Berry, good call. All right, the salary cap jumped $20 million, and it's projected to keep going up. What does that impact on the Cleveland Browns? Nothing. Nothing. I see no change in this, right? So, actually, here's a trivia question for the morning, Ryan.
Oh, great. Here we go.
There is actually a team that is worse off in the salary cap than us for this upcoming season. So let me set the table here.
Okay.
Everybody knows what the salary cap is. You are not allowed to spend more than, 277 to 281. It's not an official number, but here's your gap, right? Somewhere in there. You are not allowed to spend over that. Now, here's where it gets twisted, right? You are allowed to roll money over that you didn't spend from the year prior. The Browns will roll money over from all the restructures that they did. I think at this point, we've all become restructure experts. The players get their money ahead of time. You convert those to signing bonuses, which don't count against the cap, and you spread the money out over. You talk about post-June 1. That's where we're at. The other thing, which is more important, come the league new year, on March 1st, which is right around the corner, the Browns are required to be cap compliant. You have got to be under the salary cap by that date. Check that March 1st date for me. Can you just Google league new year for the NFL? Because I said March 1st. I think it's March 1st, but I don't know.
March 12th.
March 12th. Okay, so we got a little more time.
4 p.m.
It didn't sound right. So on March 12th at 4 p.m., the Browns have to make moves to shed $20 million. How do they do that? Sean Watson restructure, don't even got to worry about it. There's one team that's worse off than us, right? And they're $54 million above the cap.
Okay, I don't think it's the Cowboys, but Dak, I believe, has the largest individual heading into next season.
Is it not 90?
It's like 80. It's really shy, just shy of 90.
9. Woo! All right.
San Fran?
No.
So is it a good team?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. New Orleans?
That is correct.
Okay,
The New Orleans Saints are in a worse spot than us.
I think I saw something.
Yeah, something like that. So the Browns will make these quick moves, and they'll get under the cap. Then the questions about what, cap casualties, right? I saw one on Dalvin Tomlinson. You'd save like $6 million. Kind of rather have him here. You kind of need him, right? Jack Conklin. Don't think that's going to happen. I'm watching Obo Okoronkwo. Like, what are we doing? Okay, sorry. Set that aside. You're not doing anything. Greg Newsome.
Juan Thornhill?
You could.
You should.
You should. They're going to have to get under that, and they will. I'm not throwing roses about Andrew Berry's plan working out because you're not supposed to, because that means that his plan, it's like when you build a house. Man, that came out great. Well, you'd better. You had plans. You told me what you were going to do. What do you mean? You crack open the champagne, I guess. Andrew Berry's plan is working fine. What has he done to actually take advantage of that? You're still carrying, you're still dragging this bag around that is Deshaun Watson. So it's good in a way that it went up maybe a little more than some projected. And I understand that, one of the other fights that Browns fans have, unfortunately, comes to our friend Jack Duffin, where Jack keeps telling you, they're fine, they can make the moves, and people go, well, you can't, look at all this stuff. They will be able to sign free agents. They will be able to sign free agents. The question is, and something that's starting to get a little bit of run here, can they go all in and pay good money for like a Sam Darnold? Could they go all in and pay top dollar for a quarterback? Now, the thing is, there's not a lot available. The Stafford stuff is starting to pick up. What happens with Darnold in Minnesota? If you do that, I'm still going and drafting a quarterback. And it comes back to how I started the show. Nothing actually gets solved until you draft your franchise quarterback, and nothing will change my opinion on that. Nothing. That is the way the NFL is set up. You want to do a bridge with, even if, Sam Darnold, he could be here for 4 or 5 more years. I'd rather still go draft somebody. I really would.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm even set. I'm
Your
ready.
Rookie's contract is
I'm
up
ready
at that
to just
point.
completely shut down the Sam Darnold. I'll listen to Stafford because I think he only's got 2 years left. Don't even mention Aaron Rodgers. I know you weren't, but that's not happening. But the salary cap jumping up, I'm sorry, Ryan, I just can't sit here and say, man, this is great, because it's just all on the plan that they already had in place, and we're still in a bad spot. I'm happy that it didn't reverse course, because think about that. What if it went way down? Then they'd be screwed, right? All right, Andrew Berry had the foresight to see that happen. You're still in a pickle here. And I still just think the only way out of it is to go draft a franchise quarterback. Hopefully they will, but you can still go sign a linebacker. You know, hey, Sione Takitaki available. See that? You could still go sign some linemen. They have some wiggle room, but it's just the plan is working how they thought. So I don't understand people that were just throwing bouquets saying, "Oh my God, thank God the salary cap went up." Yeah, that's what they expected to happen. Doesn't really change
Can I make
anything.
a bold prediction?
Please.
It's gonna go up next year.
I know,
too.
right? Yeah, it's gonna go up even more. Wait till Netflix gets their greedy hands on some NFL games. Like, it's gonna keep going up. And yeah, the cap charge gets spread out, and the conversation about Miles, I said I didn't really want to talk about him here. You could swallow that a lot easier as this goes. And it's just, I know the Browns feel like they're a quarterback away from contending. Do you believe that? That's been the message from a lot of these players. If we just had a quarterback, we could be contending for the playoffs. Do you believe that?
You asking me?
Yeah, long pause.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Well, competing for what? Are we talking competing for a Super Bowl?
Playoffs.
For the playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I would
then
say
again,
if you
let's
compete
look
for
at
the
some of
playoffs
the
or
teams.
compete for the Super Bowl.
Chargers were in the playoffs last year. The Texans were in the playoffs last year, right? I mean, you have teams that make the playoffs, but it doesn't mean they're Super Bowl contenders. That's a whole nother level.
Well, I mean, the other thing is the NFL loves that stat about amount of teams that turn over year to year in the playoffs. Yeah, I get to what you're saying. Like, to that point of just getting to that's all that.
Like the Broncos, they were a quarterback away from getting the playoffs. They got a great Bo Nix paired with Sean Payton in his second year in Denver, and you made the playoffs. But they were nowhere near a quarterback away from being a Super Bowl contender.
Right. That's the thing. But
you got to start somewhere.
But exactly, it's exactly what I was going to say. I can't set my goals that high yet. Yeah. Get me back to relevance. Get me back to calming this fan. But you know what I really wish could happen? A calming. Whether you do whiskey or you do the thing that got legal here last year. We just need a giant
blunt.
We just need a giant bong for the city of Cleveland. We just need a giant beer bong or other one. We all just need to relax. And you can't because of the situation that we're in. You just need a calming at this point. So that's where I'd put all my eggs in the basket of that. The salary cap going up, free agency, it really doesn't do much to change how I feel. I'm sorry. Like, it's good that this plan worked out, but that's kind of where we're at. Well, to the other side, because you need no calming about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're in a good spot. Kicking off the unofficial second half as the show is airing tonight. Back in action tomorrow. Want to talk some wine and gold, including ESPN award list. Couple of guys on that list. We'll tell you who. Fontana Show, right here on Big Play. Check us out on the app, Big Play app. Instagram's Big Play, YouTube Big Play, and at Matt Fontana Show on Twitter. Talks basketball next. Did you not miss the Cavs for a week? It was torture to not have some Cavs basketball for a week, but they're back in action. Unofficial second half kicking off. Welcome back. Fontana Show right here on Big Play. Appreciate you following at Matt Fontana Show. He's Ryan Tyler. I am Matt Fontana 83. How was your week without basketball? Did the Four Nations hockey do anything to kind of supplement that for you?
You know what? It did. I'm not a hockey guy at all, but it was way more entertaining than the NBA All-Star Weekend. So I know we don't really need to talk about it, but I think out of the weekend events, last was All-Star Weekend. Second was SNL's 50th.
Didn't watch it, saw the clips.
And then the final fourth, or the face-off.
Yeah, the face-off is great. Just quick on the NBA All-Star Game. That was just like every sports show in America had to lead with, how do we fix the NBA All-Star Game? You can't.
Real quick, I want to get your thoughts. Nick brought this up, and I thought it was a great point because I said I was frustrated. I thought it was not selfish, but it was stupid that LeBron came out last second and said, I'm not playing.
Okay, I'm going to argue on this.
Go ahead. But Nick said, no. Nick just said the theory. He thinks a conspiracy theory. He knew his people told him, this is going to be a joke. This is going to be an embarrassment. Sure. Don't do this.
Yeah, I don't buy that he was afraid to lose to the G League squad or whatever.
No.
I think it was a message sent. Now, my arguing on the LeBron thing, that guy made the All-Star Game for 20 years. He's allowed to jump ship when he's done with it.
Yeah, but you could have got it to somebody, given the spot to somebody else.
Would LeBron have fixed it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Here's the uncomfortable truth that the NBA will never say, and it's just like the NFL. Let it die. Let it die. Oh, the Four Nations, look what we could do there. The NBA players do not give a crap, and they never will. Let it do, and I know I don't even know sponsors, right? Your Kia or whoever, Mac McClung jumping over the car. Just they're going to take that money in. It needs to die.
Here's what you need.
It needs to die.
Here's what you need to do. You've already kind of seen a mixture of it with the NBA, especially. I mean, every sport does this, but it feels like the NBA, especially, it's incorporating influencers and type. And like,
did you get on the Browns influencer list? How's that going? How do I get on that list?
As soon as I said that,
I'm available for work.
I knew as soon as I said that. That's where you're gonna go. But you had Mr. Beast halftime show. You had Jesser, who's a YouTube guy. He was a judge at the slam dunk contest. Just get rid of it all. Have these influencers that do disgusting, awesome dunks audition for it in a year before, and then bring all these social media guys who dunk, and just have the NBA players judge. All these social media guys can get clout. Like, you get the same ratings, and you have people that are actually caring about the contest.
Just like, that's my whole thing. Just let it go. Nobody cares. The players don't care. And the fans don't care. The only thing that'll save it is what I think is on the table. You do a 1v1 bracket.
And nobody will do that.
And nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. Play all night, get hurt.
I think it was Breonna Stewart. They did that in WNBA, and she lost 12-0.
Yeah, but it's
like an NBA player ain't going to do that.
No, I mean, that's the only, just let it die. Just let it go. And they won't, because there's too many corporate sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. But it's bad. It's not good.
I didn't really.
Is it, though? Oh, for the NBA?
For the NBA, I'm saying if a guy was to lose 12-0, they'd never hear the end of it.
Sorry, yeah. No, and that's why I think the NBA won't let go of the All-Star games. There's a pride thing. You don't want to be the commissioner or the generation that let it die. It's over, man. It's just done. But we set it aside. All right, NBA. This is from ESPN. They went around. I want to see. I think this was Kevin Pelton. And he went through the MVP, All-NBA teams, and Rookie of the Year. So the All-NBA teams are the one that I'm interested to see where we get, because then that's Supermax money for some of our guys. We start MVP, Shai, 550, minus 550. He will be your MVP. Giannis is the only other option they could see, and he's plus 10,000. Defensive Player of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, minus 2,500. You have to bet $2,500 to win $100.
Wait, you said Giannis is what?
Plus 10,000.
So, like, why not put $10 on that?
Oh, sure.
A Shai injury, and I don't want that.
Yeah,
but then that's wraps.
That would just have to be like the Bucks go on a run, and it's only because of him. That's what it'd have to be. The only thing is, Defensive Player of the Year, the only other two guys they bring up, Jaren Jackson and Evan Mobley. And again, it's like they're not going to win it, but they're going to be close to that. We don't have a Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year, Peyton Pritchard, minus 160. Next favorite, plus 300, DeAndre Hunter. And they say he was already kind of in contention down there in Atlanta. He comes to a team that's going to be on national basketball a ton more now in the second half, actually contributing to a playoff level team. Do you keep him on the bench just so he can win that award?
No.
I thought about that question.
Do what's best for my team.
Because I think it's better that he starts. I do actually think that it's better he starts for this team.
Who gives a shit about a sixth-man award?
I don't know. He might. Ty Jerome also there as well. Malik Beasley, Amen Thompson, the other ones there. Most improved, Cade Cunningham, Norman Powell, and Tyler Hero. Coach of the Year, minus 700, Kenny Atkinson. Go ahead and write that on in. We should just place that bet. I don't want to do the bet calculator right now, but I'm going to do it anyway.
It'd be what? Minus 700 would be $100 to win what?
Well, here's what I was going to do. If I went to my wife and I said, I'm going to place our entire life savings. No.
Please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
No.
If you have a problem.
That can't be right. Minus 700. If I put $100,000 on it, I win $100.
No.
That can't be right.
No. You sure it's not minus 7,000?
I put minus 700.
$100,000 would make you more
Bet
than
amount.
100. No, you're tripping.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'd win $14,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say that math isn't math.
That math ain't math. I put a we're wrong. I'd win $14,000. Think it's worth it? Think it's worth it?
No.
He's winning it, but that's okay. Here's the interesting part about the straw poll. All NBA first team. Giannis, Shai, Jokic, Tatum, Wembanyama, first team. Second team, Brunson, Edwards, Jaren Jackson, Karl Anthony Towns, Donovan Mitchell. Third team, Cade Cunningham, Steph Curry, KD, LeBron.
Bro, that's so funny. That's literally just the y'all are old heads and need this award one more time.
Yeah. And Evan Mobley,
that's
third
so
team
funny.
All-NBA.
That's so funny.
And he said, I gave it to Cunningham and Mobley over a group of Lillard, Sabonis, Sengun, and Darius Garland. Ticks up a little bit on that contract there. Ticks up even more. And you kind of expect that with the Cavs, and you knew that these contracts were going to go the way that they were going to go, and you feel good about that. And it's like, trust me, that's good money to be spent. But that's luxury tax that's coming up. But I just want to run through to see, and I think Evan Mobley being third team, I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair for him. I'm just a straw poll from Kevin Pelton. Donovan Mitchell being a second team, I think that's pretty good. All right, we got to warm up a little bit. I want to talk a few guards for a few minutes here. Then we'll get into the grid. We'll wrap things up. Coming up next, Fontana Show right here on Big Play. Saturday, Ryan, we get our first spring training game for the guards.
Against that traitor, would you call him?
He's not a traitor. Terry Francona is not a traitor.
I'm just playing. We had this
Do you think he would have done what we did last year?
We had this debate on the big factor. Like,
check that out.
Nick said he was booing Tito.
You can't.
And me and Jack were like, nah.
No. And the thing is, let's ask a real question. Ask Nick this today.
Okay.
Do you think Terry Francona could have done what Stephen Vogt did last year? I don't know, man. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It all worked out. It all worked out. Welcome back. Fontana Show right here. Big Play presented by our great friends at Garage Beer and our friends at Fairway Ford. Check them out. Guardians with some minor moves, some pitching moves, all that kind of stuff. But I flip over to ESPN. Buster Olney running through the top position players. He's done like catchers, first baseman, second baseman.
Is this different from MLB's list?
Yes, this is just Buster's list.
Okay, cool. I haven't seen this one.
Okay, third baseman. Who do you think the best third baseman in baseball is?
It's by position.
Jose Ramirez, number one. His Hall of Fame credentials are considered years from now. His relative dominance at his position should carry him close to a very high voting percentage. Among all third basemen since 2016, he is ranked first in F-WAR with 43.4 ahead of Nolan Arenado.
Nice.
So he is number one. Matt Chapman, two. Rafael Devers, who's not going to be a third baseman anymore, or is he?
Hey, he's fighting it.
What up? You know, he was the worst defensive third baseman in baseball, and Bregman's a Gold Glover, and you don't want to move from third base, but here we are. Machado, Austin Riley, Westberg, Muncy, Bohm, Nolan Arenado's all there. Number one for Jose Ramirez. How are you feeling about this squad? Because we don't have a chance. This is like literally before spring training. And you and I will do our season predictions when we get a little bit closer. I am through the roof on this team, man. And it's like the rotation is going to be the question. You know, the lineup, all that. Like, dude, I tell you, I'm jonesing for baseball, which is probably the reason that I'm so high on this team right now. I'm really excited for this team this season, and I'm going to put good money on them to win the AL Central again. There, I said it.
I don't know if I would. I hope they do. Right field, super suspect. The thing with me is, like, you have Jose Superstar, you have Stephen Kwan, who when
you need a bounce back here.
But even then, it's like
I'm
not near worried about Stephen Kwan. Yeah. But it's like, can Brian Rocchio carry how he hit in the playoffs? Like, if he can, then that's fine. Like, is it going to be Aniel at second? Is it going to be Juan Brito? That's a question mark there. And then, I mean, who else? Like,
Santana.
You don't have anybody that you can be like, yeah, that guy's going to go hit 30 home runs with Jose. You had it Naylor, and like, is Carlos Santana going to do that? No.
Probably not. John Kenzie now in a full-time role.
If you could have just gotten a Teoscar Hernandez, if you could have just gotten, like, I'm just going to sit here today and say, go get Vlad. I know that's never going to happen. It'll freeze in hell before the Guardians do that.
1 year rental.
Like one piece, man.
No, I know. And that's the thing, like, their magic trick, you can't pull it twice. You can't, fool me once, shame, or whatever. It's like, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that again, but it's also, they don't have a target on their back again. Go to Vegas, Ryan. The Twins are still the favorite to win the Central.
Oh, yeah. Nobody respects them.
Like, nobody's respecting them. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. And this time it's going to be a little bit different where, yeah, you can't surprise some teams, but the fact that you have the majority of the core here doing what they did last year, I see no reason that they can't surprise some people again. And the thing is, it's going to inevitably do what? Come back to the pitching. Like, I've got questions about Tanner Bybee. I would tell you straight up, I don't know if he's a bona fide number one ace, right? I like Ortiz coming in. I hope that Joey Cantillo gets some. You're going to start a season with Tristan McKenzie in your rotation again. That's probably going to happen again. I know. Gavin Williams, like, you're going to need these guys, but it's just, if you can do that, I'm believing again. I'm just believing again. But I want to bring it up that I thought Jose Ramirez. Do you think anybody else will finish in the top 10? So shortstops, no. Corner outfielders. Now, you got to remember this. Oh, yeah. That's both corners.
Kwani.
You think he's top 10 of all the corner outfielders?
Oh, so it's left and right combined.
Correct.
I mean, yeah. If you're not just insanely focused, lasered on home runs, then how could he not be?
Okay. Center fielders, no.
No.
Designated hitters,
no.
Probably not. Starting pitchers, I doubt highly. And then relievers. You'll probably be number one on that with Clase.
Cade Smith.
And you might get a Cade Smith in there.
I'm going to say Hunter Gaddis won't do it again.
You might. I don't know. But that's kind of like, I want to bring it up because, okay, catchers, we knew that was not going to happen. First baseman, you knew that wasn't going to happen, and neither was second baseman, right? So it's like, I had to stop myself to say, how am I so bullish on a team that's going to have maybe 2 to 3 guys in this entire list? That's it.
It's because what they did last year.
I know. It's what they did last year.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And the money spent, everybody else spending all this money. They're just rolling along, man. I'm excited. Can't wait for baseball this Saturday. We'll get to it. All right. This is, it's bothering me. I think we're falling out of practice by not doing it every day.
I thought that's where you were going.
Today is the final day. Not the final day, but today is the freaking day that we get the grid done, and we'll do it next. Stay with us. All right, I've had enough. It's been 2 months almost of this. Yeah. The grid goes down today. Hit it, Ryan. Let's go. Immaculate grid. Fontana Show, right? Big play. All right.
Brownies.
Browns. If you're new to it, you got to go up and down, left and right. Player that's played in each. Go.
All right, only one team for the Titans. We just do Will Levis.
Yeah, for now. Myles Garrett. For now.
That's sad. That might not be working in about a month.
Jordan Love. All right, finish it on out there.
Bears, Titans.
Well, you just want to finish the Browns.
Yeah, we can do that. Bears, Browns.
Well, Bears, Browns.
Gibson? Right or no?
I don't remember. I thought Deontay Foreman.
Yeah, we can do Foreman.
But he also works. Does he not work Tennessee?
I don't know.
Was not Deontay Foreman in Tennessee?
He's been like 7 places.
I thought Tennessee works for him, the Colts, and the Bears.
God,
all right, just another Browns.
Browns, Bears.
Josh McCown.
This should be easier than making out. We get so much pressure.
That's what I'm saying. Why am I blanking so much? All right, you can go Flacco, Colts, Browns. Yeah, let's do that. And Ronnie Harris.
Nick's Flacco won't work anywhere else.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Bears, Browns. Can we not be stupid for 5 seconds?
What?
I'm saying this is sad.
That's what I'm saying. It should not be this hard. For, oh my God, you want a poll of all polls?
For
Floyd Womack.
For Browns, Bears?
Yeah. I don't know if it's for sure, but I feel pretty positive about Floyd Womack. Pork chop is what they called him.
I'm not gonna.
All right, if you got to go Foreman, go Foreman. But I think, can I Google Floyd Womack? Will you let me do it? We'll do it later. We're out of time. All right.
Bears, Packers. I mean, that's Jimmy Graham, right? Didn't he play out in Europe for both? Or am I totally making that up?
I think he was in Chicago. Jimmy Graham works. Okay. Titans,
Bears. Not Bayard, is it? Did he go to Chicago?
Did he? It sounds right. You're making it sound right to me.
Bears, Titans, Robert Woods, right?
Is he in Chicago?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, rip it.
Or am I thinking of Allen Robinson? I know he was, but I don't know if he was on both.
Allen Robinson was in Chicago.
You know, why am I thinking...
remember. I don't remember if Robert Woods.
Okay, then maybe we hold off.
All right, hold off on that then. All right, let's strip down Colts. Colts, Titans.
Colts, Titans.
Quarterbacks. It's not Tannehill.
Mariota.
It's not Mariota.
Andy Dalton.
No.
RG3. No. Josh Dobbs. Did he play for the Bears?
I don't think so.
Did Mike Glennon play for the Titans?
No, not that I remember. All right, running backs. Not Derrick Henry. It's not Chris Johnson. It's not Edgerrin James.
Did Nyheim Hines
play
for the Titans? I don't know if he did.
Ooh. Not a bad one. Keep on that one.
Stephon Gilmore played for the Titans.
No. Why? No.
Jadeveon Clowney never played for the Bears.
No. I wanted to say Andre Johnson for a minute. Remember, he left Houston.
Right for the Titans.
I know. I think he only went to the Titans, though. I think I'm projecting him onto the Colts, and that doesn't actually work. Jack Doyle, no. Should not be this hard. Man. Kickers? Rod Baronis.
Wow, that's a pull. Fat Randy, I don't think. Did he kick for the Bears?
I wanted to say maybe.
And then he kicked for the Titans, didn't he?
I know he kicked for the Titans, 100%.
I don't know if he kicked for the Bears, though.
I don't know. Okay. Rod.
You want to go to Colts?
I guess.
Packers.
Colts, Packers. There's something screaming.
Yeah, there is.
There's something screaming.
Is that a running back?
No, not Robert Mathis. I don't think
Edgerrin James.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's Dwight Freeney, but it's somebody like I want to say pass rusher for some reason, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh, there's something screaming. Colts, Packers. It's not Clay Matthews.
Randall Cobb? No.
I don't think he played in Indy.
I'm just gonna start naming people, and you tell me if they played for the Colts.
Okay.
Greg Jennings.
No.
Donald Driver.
No.
Sterling Sharp.
No, I don't think so.
Jordan Nelson.
Yeah,
no.
Jordy Nelson. Stokely doesn't work. Harrison, Reggie Wayne, no. I keep thinking it's a defensive player for some reason. Just we fall out of practice with this, and this is what happens. All right, we just need to get one to go through here.
Bears, Titans. Is it Kevin Byard?
Rip it. We're out of time.
Didn't he go there?
I think so.
Or did he go to the Eagles?
He went to the Eagles, but he was also somewhere else.
Okay, that's
all right,
what
Kevin
I
Byard works. Okay, good work. Good job.
Titans, Colts.
It's like Josh McCown doesn't work.
Cole Beasley, I don't think ever played in
McCoy
Indiana.
doesn't work. Jacoby Brissett never went to Tennessee. What a...
T.Y. Hilton, did he ever play in
No, we brought him up last week, too.
Tennessee?
Don't think so.
Marvin Harrison, no.
See, here's where I think we're screwed, because I think Deontay Foreman works there.
Here?
Yeah. But we couldn't come up with a Bear Brown either. Like, I'm pretty sure Deontay Foreman works there.
What tight ends? Where did is Mo Alley Cox still in Indiana?
Yeah, I think he is.
Austin
Jack
Hooper.
Doyle, Hooper. No. Obviously, Conklin came here. That's
We just have
All right, I got one that we could rip. It might go bad, but Kerry Collins.
for Titans Colts.
Yeah. I don't like it, but
Rip it.
yeah.
Wow.
Whoa!
Oh.
All right. All right. All right.
Come on, let's do this.
Come on now. And this is the one, there's something. It's like, I keep thinking D-tackle, D-end, pass rusher. There's something. There's something. It's not DeForest Buckner. It's not Jason Pierre-Paul. It's not Za'Darius Smith.
I don't think Xavier Rhodes ever played for the Packers.
I don't think so.
Richard Rodgers.
No, I don't think so. Tim Boyle? I don't
know.
Maybe if I had to pick one, Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle.
Like if we're talking about we're out of time, which we kind of are.
Sean Kaiser. I don't think ever played for the Colts.
No, I don't think so.
Brett Huntley? Brett Huntley? Did he play for the Colts? I don't know. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should I rip it?
Yeah.
He definitely played for the Packers.
I know he played for the Packers.
Like 2016 and 19? Should I try it? Or do you want to go with something else?
No, just rip it. We're out of time.
Damn it!
No.
I almost said Jeff Saturday.
That's the lineman I was thinking of. It wasn't offensive line. It was Jeff Saturday.
I almost said him as a joke.
He was in the Pro Bowl with the Packers and went over to take a snap from Peyton Manning in their last Pro Bowl together.
I
just saw that clip.
I almost said it as a joke. You want to mourn about it on the other side of this break?
Final segment. Stay with us. Floyd Womack would not have worked for the Bears and the Browns. By the way, he came from Seattle, then he went to Arizona after us, so that wouldn't have worked either.
Jeff
Saturday. That is 1,000% who I was thinking of. That's it. I said lineman. I couldn't get it. Ryan, when you go on a trip, welcome back. Fontana Show, Big Play. Follow us on Twitter, X, MF Fontana Show. Instagram, YouTube's Big Play. When you go on a trip, how far out do you start packing?
How long am I staying at said place?
8 days. We have an 8-day vacation coming up. I started packing a week in advance.
Yeah.
We leave on a Tuesday. We started packing on a Tuesday.
I would say if it's I would usually say the amount of time I'm there, like that's when I'd start. So if I'm there for 7 days, then I'll give myself 7 days to pack because I don't want to do it all at once because if you do, you forget something.
Yeah, I put it out and people, like a lot of guys, will go, oh, day off, day before. Not
for a week trip.
Not for a week trip because I know. So here's the thing: we got a list. We got the kids, which are a little bit of a curveball, but like their stuff's easy. We got a list. I'm going through it. Like I'm adding things. I know I'm going to forget something for myself. I'll make sure all the kids have their stuff. And where we're going, we can do laundry. It's not like we need to pack and once you use something, you can't use it again. We're going to do laundry all there. But it's like, I had a bag go, I think it's 100% related to how excited you are to go on vacation. Like for us, it's our first family vacation in 2 years. It's the first one with both kids, all four of us going. And I'm just so excited to go that I started throwing stuff in the bag. So that's why I wanted to ask. So I had to put the Twitter question up at Matt Fontana Show or at Matt Fontana 83. Check it out there. I appreciate everybody's support. Thursdays, we always got Full Court Cleveland coming up. Don't miss all of our shows, folks. Just go to the app. They got Bobby every single day on there. They got Big Play Cleveland show. Dude, Hanford. I mean, dude, you know what I've been seeing a lot of is Rapine and crew. You know, with Enter the Jungle. And a lot of Bengal stuff. T. Higgins gets the franchise tag. Folks, we got it all for you here at Big Play, including maybe some big things coming for you in the new year as we roll on. So I appreciate everybody's support and following along, and we'll talk to you next week. For Ryan Tyler, I'm Matt Fontana. As always, take it easy.